risky though, but it is a wrecked pick. We've seen it before back when he was in EVOS. We haven't seen the Diggy a lot now, and yeah, the minute. Oh, Moskov and the Minotaur, the double M combo. Whew.
Double M's, 2 M's.
Ooh, Moskov and the Minotaur.
Interesting. Maybe looking for that extra peel and also counter engage. You have the Minion and Fury that could help you when the dive does come towards EVOS, nor if they pull the trigger. So for EVOS, the last pick,
maybe?
yeah, it would most possibly be a jungler for Annabelle.
Akai,
Yeah, Akai
I
sounds
think
good.
can be a very good option
What else? I'm thinking.
against this type of composition.
And Akai would be the safest option here. If you really want to have that extra lockdown and also disengage, it gives you with the heavy spin. But for Annabelle, they will pick up the Tigreal. What?
Carmilla jungle?
Carmilla jungle.
Wow! Again, this is flex. It was in the hands of Dreams, now in the hands of Annabelle. Interesting.
Oh, the Moskov, dude, into a Tigreal too. Technically a lot of peel with the Vixana and the Barats. Roger again in the jungle for Alter Ego.
And this Moskov can't, you don't really want it to bring Purify. You really want to bank on the Inspire to have that extra damage. Oh, watch your steps there. Don't fall.
Okay, let's take a look at the, even higher, 7.9 lineup rating and the 1.4 counter index. Let's see if this stays true right here, right now. EVOS Glory have a chance. It's a clean sweep, Alter Ego, 2-0. Alter Ego, Heist with the Purify on Moskov.
He brought the Purify.
Skylar pulled
It's
off
forced on.
Purify.
Wow, now Alter Ego, their backs against the wall. EVOS Glory looking to clean sweep this. Will this be a 2-0? Or will we be the witness of game number 3? Here we go. EVOS Glory against Alter Ego.
Let's see,
Welcome
will
to Mobile
Alter Ego
Legends.
be able to force the series on towards the game 3 just like what Aura did in the last previous match? Or will EVOS just clean house?
Okay, so this Carmilla is now flexed to the jungle. We did see it operate as kind of like a disruptor. It really just locks down the enemies. But how does this function in the jungle? Will it be looking for that skirmishes or will it, kind of just play on a one-off pick-off type of playstyle?
I think it's the same. They want to go for these team fights, knowing that they have a Faramis, they have a Tigreal, and the Carmilla. Yeah, AoE is still the name of the game here. Technically, for your comp, it's still all AoE. And the concussive blast here by Annabelle with Thrill as well. He's actually clearing the jungle really, really fast. Cleared that purple buff a bit faster than Taz, who cleared the orange buff. Taking a look at the others, Highs, despite him going for the Purify, he's actually going for Master Assassin, by the way. But yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of the Purify on the Moskov. I really feel like the Inspire is something that is kind of necessary for the Moskov, but we'll see if you can prove me wrong. Their Dreams, pull yourself together, getting a bit more of a faster cooldown for his Flicker. And also earlier, we did see the Firmness, so additional tankiness for him. Clockwood still, with the agility and the Wilderness Blessing, wants to stay as active as possible around the map.
I would argue that the Inspire really helps this Moskov transition to the mid game because in the early game you need that attack speed, so that Inspire really helps you in the little skirmishes like this, the trades in the lane. Meanwhile, when you bring the Purify, you're bound to play a much more defensive, and this 1v1, just bullying Highs back. Your power spike as a Moskov is when you get that 3-item spike and that golden staff to just ramp up your attack speed. And now Pi is stuck.
3v3. Raw going in here. Top side, another round popped. Pi quite low as well. No casualties, but Alter Ego, they lose out on the trade as that's going to be an info that EVOS, that Pi is recalling. So EVOS Glory, they might and will commit on towards this turtle. Take a look at the black dragon form here, trying to zone out, wrecked out of the turtle pit. And the first newt will fall to the White Tigers.
Well played there by EVOS Glory. Again, taking the skirmish up top, knowing that if they can shut Pi down by clearing the wave faster or just purely poking him out, Pi really can't find space to stand in this game. Last game we saw that he was late to the turtle and he still decided to fight for the turtle. This time, he can't even participate.
So hard for Pi to get prio on his lane. I mean, The last game, you had the Barats just with that extra anti-CC to be your front line. Now you have extra zone with the BDF, the Black Dragon form, in the hands of Fluffy. So this comp is just going to be sailing smooth if all goes well for EVOS Glory. They have the first hands on the neutral, and this is just going to be, you know, smooth sailing for EVOS Glory in the first few minutes.
And usually the Moskov is actually someone who can actually stop the Claude from farming. You can actually be that bully in the gold lane, but now that the Claude will be farming the way he is now, technically free, he actually might hit the power spike faster than Highs, and that's a problem right there.
Look at how he's bullied. I mean, he also brought on the Master Assassin to just play in the 1v1.
Exactly.
Because Dreams was everywhere roaming, but you can't really maximize that 1v1 if that Cloud is just bullying so much. And that is where the, you know, the Inspire comes to play to just make that chain reaction to help you turn that fight. So Highs, I think, is gonna have a hard time laning, in which you would most possibly see that Moskov would win. And yeah, it is just hard. But Rekt is next on the menu, it seems.
Oh, little bit.
Wow.
I think he just mispositioned himself there. Punished, but not to a death. Now EVOS, they will reposition for this next turtle. High Rekt looking for an opening perhaps, but I think and generally Highs will find a hard time to stay relevant in this game. Black Dragon form here opened up early. Pi with the flicker play. Daytona's welcome. Connected on towards one. Rekt, out of all people, will find the turtle. Take a look at the combination here, the wombo combo. Another realm finds the mark, but Highs is there for the first blood. Clockun running for the heels here. As Alter Ego, it seems like they have a breath of fresh air in the second game.
A breather for Alter Ego as they secure the first blood and the neutral. And I was about to say this.
What was it?
The only advantage that... what?
Taz solo killing Fluffy in the bottom side of the map. Man, Alter Ego, they turn up for the second game.
I was about to say that. The advantage that this Moskov has is to join the fights when it's a 4v5. You know, you can farm the side lanes, pop your spear, and just teleport there. And that is where maybe the window frame for Alter Ego is. And 2 kills now on the board for them after what was a killless game in game number 1.
Already an improvement technically now with a 2-0 start to the game. And Highs, he was behind earlier, but because he was able to get a kill earlier, now he's actually ahead. So has the golden staff faster than the VHS from Brands. And I think for EVOS Glory, at that point, they don't necessarily have enough damage to take on Alter Ego, who have a lot, right? The Roger was free farming still, despite not getting the first turtle. And even Pi, he was able to get a good angle on Annabelle, just flickering and then getting the Detona's welcome over towards Annabelle to deny that pick for the neutral objective. Now EVOS Glory are on the back foot, and they have to be very, very careful, because one thing that Alter Ego do really well still is their early game snowball to their mid game control. If they continue to have this lead and maintain this lead, it's going to be quite scary. Technically for EVOS, they're still waiting on Claude, but you can technically say the same thing for Alter Ego, who are also waiting on that Moskov power spike. No Inspire, so not as big of a power spike, but oh, never mind. That was a possible 1v1 up top. Never mind.
Turtle spawn now, and this could be Alter Ego's taking. Dreams looking for an angle. BDF popped up. This could be a fight.
Yep, Flicker, Explosion. Look out for it. BDF here. Oh, good knock-up. Another round early, but Taz is there for the retribution. Explosion committed. Rekt will be the first one to fall. Let's take a look at Alter Ego. They still move onwards, but not enough firepower as EVOS Glory. They will find the connection, and perhaps another kill here will occur, but no, Alter Ego has space to get out of that sticky situation.
They even out the score. They concede the neutral, but at least they could get 2 kills in the board. 1 for Fluffy, 1 for Annabelle. The laners that you do want to have your gold on. And this could be the stabilizer. Pi is stuck under the turret.
Looking for the clear here. If Pi dies, but he has clear, it is A-OK. Fluffy soaking, taking the, oh my god, turret. But Clockun does not have the firepower to secure the kill on towards Pi, as Rekt was there as well with the healing that the Minotaur has.
For a dinosaur, Pi has quick feet. He's dancing under the turret and teaching the boys of Alter Ego, the boys of EVOS, how to ballet around the turret.
Good healing too, man, from the Flask of the Oasis and from Rekt to save Pi in that tough spot. Now we have to take a look at the other side of the map. We've been focusing around the neutral objectives, but Brands versus Highs. How's it going? Brands already on the DHS, moving towards the Golden Staff. Highs doing the same thing, but has the Golden Staff moving towards the DHS. Brands is actually a whole level ahead of Highs for now, but Highs did just equalize. Brands still a little bit ahead in that level. We'll see if that actually comes to play here. And I'm really curious to see how Highs can stand toe-to-toe up against the Claude when the Moskov goes for Purify. So really, really curious to see if his damage output will still be okay enough to not go for Inspires, if that like gamble pays off for him.
Yeah. This could be the window where they might maximize their resources. Now the Lord has been spawned, Rekt, planted in that bush, trying to scout for possible intruders into this Lord pit. EVOS interested in trying to contest this, but it is just going to be a matter of poking, and it's just kind of like a tug of war of the Lord. They don't want to commit to this for EVOS.
Just want to bait out the whereabouts of EVOS Glory, perhaps, right? They want to bait out information. Take a look at the positioning of Highs here. Looking already clear at fast, perhaps top side, and then use the Spear of Glory to find the mark in the fight. That is what will happen here. EVOS Glory, they are trying to poke on towards the Lord, but then again, no overcommitments just yet here. Alter Ego and EVOS Glory just taking it very, very slow.
Yeah, slow approach towards the Lord. Taz completed his endless battle. So this could be another power spike for him to look out. Meanwhile, for the Lord itself, not much damage. It's just going to be a dance, a waiting game for both teams.
It's back and forth here for both EVOS and Alter Ego. Obviously, Alter Ego actually have the advantage with the Moskov, technically, that global presence. As long as he hits his spear, he can teleport towards the members that he hit. It'll also leave him in a quite vulnerable position, though, if he blinks to the wrong spot.
Yep.
Knowing how much CC EVOS have, it'll be very, very scary, but Alter Ego seems like they want to just commit.
Conceal committed.
Fluffy.
Flicker implosion. Oh my god, one player is low! Dreams finds the Lord as well. Right now, we'll find the trade, but it seems like Bronze with the blazing duet again. We'll find the double. Looking for the triple, man. Win of nature committed. Taz will not be able to find anything. Klawkun with the flank. Will not commit just yet. Taz tuck. But EVOS Glory, they will find the discipline and wait out for the 6-man.
Alter Ego, they have shattered the mirror. It was their Lord for taking, but EVOS, courtesy of Dreams, with the implosion, it just connects. And it took the Lord with him as well. Now EVOS, momentum is swinging into their very own shoulders.
That was such a disconnected team fight too, though, for Alter Ego, right? Pi was all the way in front. His task was to really just stop Annabelle from going for the retry, but the rest of the team went too far back because, obviously, Fluffy forced them to. The Black Dragon form from Fluffy, that sacrificial play that kind of isolated the backline of Alter Ego and isolated Pi from the rest of the team. Pi was just then destroyed by Brands, who hit his item power spike right before the Lord even spawned in, and now another Black Dragon form to zone them again.
An early one at that. Seems like the base turret will be their main focus now for EVOS Glory. They will get it, and they will back away. A very good, straightforward offense there by EVOS Glory.
Wow. They have knocked one base turret open, and the side lanes, it keeps on pushing the far lanes. It's been manipulated pretty well by EVOS. Alter Ego is just sitting ducks in their own base. It's crazy how one team fight just turned the game around. It was such a good lead for Alter Ego. The game factored over by the new application GoPay. This marks Rekt's first encounter with his former team EVOS after playing for Alter Ego for 2 seasons.
The first time that we are seeing Rekt up against EVOS Glory, and it might be a 2-0 to EVOS Glory, who played it calm, composed. Meanwhile, Alter Ego, on the other hand, they were so so desperate, it seemed, to go for that team fight, to go for that Lord. We were talking about how they had the advantage, by the way, with a Moskov that can push up top. Yeah. A Moskov with Purify too, so they could have just played it a bit slower, reset again, but they decided to go for that fight. With only a 1.4k gold lead, the 50-50 that turned out to be horrible for them, because take a look at the gold now for EVOS Glory. Klokun, 1,700 ahead. And Brantz with the Melfic Roar done as well. Win in nature though for the Moskov, so technically he will be able to survive a bit more of the dive. With the Purify too, that means he is going to be a bit more... It's going to be harder to kill him, but damage-wise, it's the problem. I don't think he can melt EVOS Glory front line, right? I mean, we didn't see it earlier, maybe because Fluffy already sacrificed himself into the front and Heiz wasn't able to get a good angle, but we'll see. We'll see if Heiz actually does damage without that Inspire, or does enough damage without that Inspire.
See here, a potential engage by EVOS Glory. Pi now seems to be their main focus.
Defensive Daytona as well.
Yeah, defensive Daytona is a welcome. They're committed, which just is already a lot of info. Take a look at Moskov though, bottom side. Heiz, Spear of Glory, will not commit on towards it. EVOS Glory secures a very comfortable Lord take.
Side lane pressure from Heiz at least bags him one turret, but the trade-off is not really worth it, because you get the Lord, you get 3 far lanes pushing, 2 far lanes pushing, and the mid lane pushing as well. So EVOS now on the driver's seat. They have every possible advantage to close out the game.
4k gold lead, enhanced Lord in towards the top side of the map. They're pushing towards the bottom lane as well. Not managed well though. Alter Ego are actually holding on
PDF
quite well. The Black Dragon Form is used up a bit too early here. They're not able to find anything. Top side cleared out already as well.
Very good actually. Alter Ego, they're dealing with this Lord push very, very well though. Another wave will come crashing down in mid. Concealed by Dreams, looking for that flicker implosion potentially, but does not find the angle, even does not find the base turret here in the mid. Great defense.
Yeah,
up until this point.
That wave was poorly managed by EVOS.
Yeah.
They just prematurely opened
Look
the
at that,
PDF.
Dexter. Look at Dexter. one more Dexter shot.
The turret!
Dexter!
Dexter!
Oh,
Taz is taking it!
Taz is taking
No,
it,
Dexter! Oh! Okay. The minion.
They're trying to make Dexter participate and try to take down Alter Ego. Work, Dexter, work!
The work monkey. Let's see Brent's try it again. Oh no, Pi's taking it. No, Dexter! He can't turret lock!
Hilarious. Hilarious scenes. But yeah, again, at least Alter Ego, they have sort of a good wave clear for the high ground sieges. You have the passive for the Moskov that could shred the wave clearly and easily. And you also have Krite with the Eternal Guard. Then again, EVOS, I think when you have the control over 3 lanes, you can just do that. But here comes Implosion!
Flicker Implosion committed! That's the Pi! That's the dinosaur! Knocked up. Take a look at the Nether Realm. It will take down Rect as well. Oh, the Galazzi runs! Call the ambulance, but not for this guy. Take a look at Heiz actually claiming the double, and EVOS Glory, they are looking for the hills. Brands with the BMI concealed play as well. Taz is there! But the wind of nature actually saves Brands' life.
Holy moly, what a fight! EVOS Glory decide to fight, they get the mid lane base turret, so it's already worth it for them, but losing 3 members while they were so far ahead is definitely favorable towards Alter Ego. Look at the timers as well. They're going to have some time to actually try to force the issue. Let's look at the replay here, presented by our official tournament smartphone, Samsung Galaxy Dreams. Started things off really well with a good Spear of Misery by Heiz. Stop this initiation. I think they should have just stopped with Wreck there. And maybe if yours I Petrify, and then here, this should be where they call it quits, or maybe where they actually targeted the right member. But Moskov had a win in nature. They calculated wrong.
Has now secures the Lord. Daytona's welcome to clear out. They do not want business, but the dragon here, Fluffy, looking forward and engage. The dinosaur is there to find a kill. Clocken, though, has the passive, so he is already up in the Land of Dawn.
Highs is the lifeboat for Alter Ego to sail through the stormy waves. He's keeping them alive, and this Moskov is finally online. 4 kills to his name, and completed slot items for him. So this is going to be a task now for EVOS. What happened? Under a few minutes, they got swung.
They didn't calculate their damage enough. They thought that, I think Fluffy alone, or I forgot who it was, but they delegated the task to kill the Moskov, just one member, and then the rest of them went for the other side. They did not focus on that, on the Moskov, and it turned out the Moskov has been in nature and turned it around. That could have been an angle, but now it's a complete Alter Ego victory with the teamfight win, with the Lord enhanced, and the turrets going in as well. Alter Ego have a gold lead as for themselves now.
Knocking on Alter Ego's, on EVOS's base, this Lord will crash. Everything looks to seem like Alter Ego will get this base.
3 minutes ago, it was EVOS Glory just controlling the map, controlling the tempo, controlling
everything.
the game. But now, 19 minutes in, it is actually Alter Ego who has shifted the economy and potentially the map control.
Man, I love MLBB. Everything can happen. Like, you let your guard loose once, you lose everything. And EVOS overestimated their damage, overestimated their lead, but they did not calculate that Alter Ego also have that comeback potential. I mean, Taz is also a member that we have underlooked. He could also be very lethal in the late game.
BOD.
Full damage.
BOD.
Wow.
Including
Or
War Axe
Taz.
as well.
Yeah.
Windtalker War
He really
Axe.
wants to fight his way through the front line of EVOS. This is a comeback angle for Alter Ego.
For sure, right? I mean, they have the far lane as well, so the advantage is actually on their side, technically. They have that wave constantly pushing in, so the Moskov can actually threaten a possible segue play in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, for EVOS Glory, they have an advantage in the mid lane. They can also look for the same thing. But I think that far lane is a bit tougher to manage compared to the mid lane, where Alter Ego will obviously have members around. With the turtle spawning in 20 seconds, it seems Alter Ego have the better control over that top side. Brand still #1 in player gold, but then followed very closely by Highs. A slow push in the bottom lane by EVOS Glory. That's really not going to build up to a big wave because it is a super minion wave for Alter Ego. But they're looking to find Highs. Misposition just once. If they get Highs, it's... Oh my god, he jumped in. Okay. They didn't go, okay.
So scary. Highs has to watch himself. I mean, thankfully though, as a Moskov, you do have that mobility with the Abyss Walker. You have that short teleport, that short blink that you could use. A semi-flicker, I'd say. With a lower cooldown as well, if you could hit your enemies, cooldown does reset. So, yeah, Highs is someone that is on their bounty list. Oh!
Hey!
Wow, orange buff steal with the Spear of Misery.
That's some style points.
Destruction, yeah, excuse me.
No. Now it comes back to them just going back onto the waves, going back and forth, the bottom lane as well. EVOS Glory bought enough time. They really want to just risk it here. No ult for the Moskov, technically.
They're really taking this risk. 30,000 HP on the Lord. EVOS Glory still going for it. Black Dragon form. With the help of Annabelle. Oh, Rex and Pi here. Looking for a counter play.
The Lord.
Take a look at Brands here. Just Token. Red Dragon! Falls in the hands of Taz! But New and Fury was huge. And one by one, the mighty Tigers will fall. Dreams next on the chopping board as the X-Tiger actually claims a double. Now Brands looking for a Hail Mary with his orange buff. But it seems like Taz is there.
Brands.
Wind of Nature has the immortality. He re-engages with the help of Highs. Highs is there to help his teammate up. And Brands will be down for 60.
Taz! Daylight robbery! Alter Ego take everything and lose nothing! EVOS 4 members down! Clocken having to defend his own home! He's next on the chopping block!
I don't think he will be able to defend everything. NetherRealm committed. But that will be it, ladies and gentlemen, for the second time of today. Welcome to Game 3.
Alter Ego somehow found their way into that game. That early game was a statement from EVOS Glory, but the way they held on